Ladies and gentlemen, I wrote a book. It's called Bumper to Bumper. I called it that because, well, you know why. And you should stop doing whatever you're doing and buy it at your earliest convenience using the links below the video. Now, I know what you're thinking. You don't read books, you read Instagram captions. But you should read my book for many reasons. One of which is that it costs less than this elephant stapler. And wouldn't you rather read my stories than bind paper together? I know, that's a great argument. And by now you've probably already bought my book. But just in case you haven't, I've decided to use today's video to act out a few stories from the book in order to convince you. For example, there's the story of the time that I crushed a Chrysler PT Cruiser with a Hummer and then did a little digging and found something interesting on the previous owner of the PT Cruiser's Facebook page. There's the story of the time I started up my Ferrari the day after I bought it, only to have a huge cloud of white smoke billow from the exhaust. There's the story of the time I got a ticket for going 34 miles an hour over the speed limit in a construction zone. There's the story of the time I crashed my Porsche 911 company car into a tree. There's the story of the time I drove my Cadillac CTS-V wagon onto the Bonneville Salt Flats and almost got stuck. There's the story of the time I bought my Porsche 911 Turbo, the worst car purchase I ever made. There's the story of the time I got a new house without seeing it first, and then couldn't get my Ferrari up the driveway. There's also the story of the time that I got called an asshole by a customer of the Saturn dealership I worked for. There's some advice for young car enthusiasts who want to be journalists, and there's some interesting behind-the-scenes info about my relationship with a few automakers. And there's a lot more. So should you buy my new book, Bumper to Bumper? Yes, you should.